Longtime Team Khabib member Shara Bullet, who was temporarily thrown out of the gym by Khabib's father for refusing to cut his hair, has opened up about a growing situation that ties directly into Khamzat Chimaev, and it has quietly turned into real tension behind the scenes. Things started after another Russian fighter, Magomed Ismailov, publicly claimed Shara would have almost no chance against Chimaev because of a massive gap in wrestling. That comment clearly bothered him. Shara says he did not want the situation to escalate, but once his ability was dismissed so confidently, he felt the need to respond. According to Shara, the tension has now moved beyond words. A closed cage sparring session with Ismailov is set. No crowd, no cameras, just the two of them settling it face to face. He framed it as a true clash, designed to answer real questions once and for all. Bullet rejected the idea that a takedown automatically ends the fight. He explained that his approach is about staying calm, conserving energy, getting back to his feet, and letting the opponent waste theirs. He believes this is where fight IQ separates fighters, saying many burn themselves out early while he focuses on timing and efficiency. He also pointed out how much he has evolved since earlier training camps. Back then, he was still developing. Now, after UFC experience, he believes those same exchanges would look very different.
I told him straight up, I know the moments where I can put you on a hospital bed with a single strike, and that is real. This is fighting. That is how it works. One clean shot at the right moment can decide a lot. And I want to show him that because in sparring, I work very kindly. I am not trying to injure anyone. I hit light. And people think that because I hit them lightly, they can just walk me down like a tank. But when I start hitting hard, everything changes in their eyes. The survival mode switches on instantly. The pupils widen right away, and they stop thinking about winning and start thinking about the pain they are feeling. I just do not let that show in sparring because I do not want to injure anyone. Even if there is bad blood, I still hold back. But if I really start throwing with power, you can completely change the course of a fight immediately from the very first exchange.
Josh Thomson is the latest big voice in the MMA community, calling for the UFC to strip lightweight champion Ilia Topuria if he can't return soon. With El Matador sidelined indefinitely due to a difficult personal divorce and family issues, the lightweight division has been in limbo for months. The UFC finally made the move late last year, with Paddy Pimblett taking on Justin Gaethje for the interim belt at UFC 324 later this month. On the latest Weighing In podcast, Josh Thomson breaks down the timeline. If Ilia can't commit to a return by early to mid 2026, the UFC has to keep the division moving, which would see number one contender Arman Tsarukyan facing the winner of Paddy and Justin for the undisputed belt. Thomson also talked about the pressure on champions during long absences, how the new $7.7 billion Paramount deal demands active title fights, and why voluntary vacating protects Ilia's future shot when he comes back healthy, because the UFC still loves him. This topic has been building over the past few days. Some pundits even argue that Alex Pereira should be stripped as well, since he is chasing a fight in a higher division. Alright, let's hear what Josh Thomson had to say.
If he can't make it back by the end of summer is what I'm trying to get at. If he can't make it back by the end of summer, let's go ahead and have the winner of Paddy and Justin Gaethje fight for the title. And then you've got Arman, who's been there patiently waiting for his title shot. And I'm not sure, I doubt he'll fight again. From what I understand, he's talking about being the backup for this fight coming up. We'll see if he ends up being the backup for the fight, but I think it's kind of hard to be the backup for a fight going through the holidays. And the way I've seen the videos of how Arman likes to eat, I highly doubt that he's probably backing up on this fight. But if he is, that puts him in a good position, I think, with the UFC. But then we thought that before in the past. He should vacate, let these guys fight it out. He comes back. You already know the UFC loves him. He's got a whole country behind him. But he's going to get an automatic title shot. It's less stress on him to know that he's holding up the division. Let's not forget, they're paying $1.1 billion a year. They want titles. They want to see title fights. If you don't have titles at the top, people are not going to watch those numbered events as much.
Alexander Topuria has finally responded, and he did not hold back after Bryce Mitchell's insulting comments about the Topuria brothers. In a clip that surfaced a few weeks ago, Mitchell went on a rant where he made remarks about Ilia's divorce situation and also threw insults toward his brother.
I just had to let you know you're a straight up bitch for that. And your brother's a bitch too. I'll fight him. I'll beat his ass. You put your hands on their mother. You're a coward.
While the MMA community largely dismissed Bryce's rant, given his history of speaking on things he clearly knows nothing about, the Topuria camp did not take it lightly. It's worth mentioning that Mitchell has dropped down to bantamweight, the same division Alex competes in, and there have been talks of matching this two together. Alex was recently asked about the situation during an interview with the Georgian outlet She Loves the Gloves, and his response was direct and aggressive. He warned Bryce to be very careful with his words if they ever meet meet in person, making it clear that the situation will turn physical no matter how much the UFC may disapprove. He said that if Bryce continues this level of disrespect in person, he would have no other option but to fight him. With Bryce now officially in bantamweight division, if both men stay on their current paths, this could easily turn into one of the most personal and heated matchups in the bantamweight division.
I mean, what can you really expect from someone like Bryce Mitchell? He is an idiot. Stuff like this does not get under my skin at all. I am not taking it personally. I watched that video and I was smiling the whole time, genuinely smiling, because right now this is just online noise. But there is a clear line. Online is one thing, real life is another. If he ever says something like that to my face, and I do not want this to sound like a threat, but God forbid he brings that same energy to me in person, then we will see what happens. I truly hope that when I eventually bump into him, his tone is completely different. I really hope so, because if he says anything like that to my face, there is no avoiding it. We will fight. We'll definitely fight. And then suddenly the narrative becomes Alexander does not respect the UFC and he's unprofessional. That is exactly why I am choosing to stay professional and keep my composure. So let us hope he keeps his mouth shut in person and understands that some things are better left on the internet.
Tapology just dropped a bombshell on Michael Morales' record, and it's causing a stir in the MMA world. The stats site has officially updated Morales' record to 20 wins and 1 loss, retroactively adding 1 professional win and 1 professional loss from the very start of his career. Here's the kicker. Those fights took place when Morales was just 17 during the qualification bout and 18 during the quarterfinal loss. Tapology now counts both as professional MMA, which many fans argue doesn't paint the full picture of a teenage fighter just cutting his teeth in the sport. Morales didn't take the change lightly. He took to Instagram to call it an outright injustice, making it clear that he disagrees with the reclassification of his early fights. The reaction has sparked debate across social media, with fans and pundits split between agreeing with Morales and backing Tapology's record-keeping standards. This isn't just a numbers game. Morales' record plays into matchmaking, legacy, and even potential title implications down the line. A single added loss from his teenage years could impact public perception, even if it doesn't reflect the fighter he is today. So now we want to hear from you, MMA fans. Do you side with Morales, or do you think Tapology is just being thorough? How much should teenage fights count in a professional MMA record? Let us know in the comments, because this debate isn't going away anytime soon. That's it from MMA Psycho. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for daily MMA news.